Hi there, Year 5s, it's Mr. B here with your music lesson for this week. Today we're going to continue with our music technology series that we started last week when we looked at the Groove Pizza app. Today we're going to be using a website to kind of make a bigger composition where we're going to combine lots of the different elements of music to create our own song. It's a really fun website which I know you are going to absolutely love using. I certainly love using, so I want to kind of get started straight away so you get lots of time to explore this website. Now today's video I actually recorded for Year 4 last half term, but it's so relevant and just kind of walks you through using the website for the first time, so I'm going to reuse it with you guys today. So very shortly I'm going to do a quick magic change into a different outfit and then I will talk you through how to use the website. Okay, so get ready and I will see you very soon. I hope you're going to enjoy it today. We're going to be looking at how we can kind of mix different sounds together that are fairly simple sounds in themselves, but how when you put them together you can make a really good full sounding song just made by the human voice. Okay, so the app, the website we're going to use is called Incredibox. So I'll pop a link for you to click on, but it's just www.incredibox.com. And if you follow that link or if you type that into your tablet or your computer internet browser, it will come up looking a little bit like this, hopefully. As you can see, we've got some people there. We've got Incredibox. It says pump it up and chill, and we have two options here at the bottom. It either says try web version or download app. Okay, now just before we get started, this works best on either a computer or a tablet. It does work on a phone as well, but not quite as well. Okay, now there is an app available that you can download, but it's £4 or £5 to download, so that's obviously totally up to your parents. If you'd like to download it on a device, then ask them, see if that's something they are happy for you to do or not. There's no need to. You can do almost everything in the web version as well as the app, and I'm going to show you today everything we're going to do is in the web version. You just get a few more different sounds and options if you use the app. Okay, so if you're enjoying it maybe after today and you want to take things a bit further, then it's something that you might want to think about and ask your parents about. But like I said, there's no reason why you can't have loads of fun and have just as much fun and enjoyment using the app as well. Okay, if you are on a phone, they don't have the web version, but if you go onto your internet on your phone, if you still go to www.incredibox.com, don't go through the app store, go to the website first. It comes up, and if you scroll down a little bit, I can't show you on here, but if you scroll down a little bit, there's something that's called Try Demo, and if you click on that, it brings up something which is just works in exactly the same way as the web version. It's just a little bit small on a phone screen, so if you have a bigger screened device, it's a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to click on Try Web Version. It'll take a few seconds to load up. It says use headphones for best experience, so feel free to pop some in if you have them. And then it says select a version to start making music. Okay, if we're on the web version, you can click on any of the four at the top. If you hover over the bottom four, can you see they've got a padlock? Okay, they are ones that are unlocked if you do have the full app, but we can do everything we want to do we're using these four. So no real rhyme or reason for picking one. I'm going to pick this one called Sunrise because I've not really tried it yet. And then it will load up, and again, feel free to pick a different one to me. You don't need to pick the same one. There's plenty of time to experiment with them. Okay, and then here we go, we're just going to click on the play button and it brings up the interface, which looks a little bit strange. We have got 7 people there. all ready and waiting for us to tell them what to do. Okay, you can tell they're not currently wearing a t-shirt or a jumper, because what happens is down the bottom we've got all of these different outfits for them. When we drag an outfit onto them, okay, and that's whether you're using your mouse or using the finger, they will start to create some music, and depending on which outfit we pick depends the sort of sounds they create. Okay, mostly the green ones are kind of drum rhythm type sounds. Mostly the blue ones are more sort of and the red ones are more sort of musical chord, melody-based things, and then the yellow ones are often more sort of singing actual words and vocals, or kind of choral parts, choir parts, but it doesn't always quite seem to follow that, and the best way to do it is just to get playing and get enjoying, trying different things. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the controls, and then I'm going to let you have a little bit of fun experimenting. So all you do, if I want to use this app, for example, this sound, all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to pop it onto any of the people. It doesn't matter which one. So drop it on there. Okay, I've just paused it for a second, but as you can tell, he starts to beatbox, okay? And we've got the basis of a rhythm coming, okay? Now, then there's lots of things I can do to control him, okay? Now, if I like it, just leave it there and it will keep playing, and I can start adding other sounds to it. If I decide I don't like that one, all I do is I can just drag it back down. So I would just click, drag it down, and he disappears. Okay, and we can kind of start and stop people like that. You can also click on them, and if you click on them, they will stay there, but they will mute. So if I just pop a couple of different ones on. Okay, so occasionally get an advert, but can you see how I just clicked on this guy here who was singing, and he's still there? I've not got rid of him, I've just muted him, and I can click on him at any time to unmute him. The other thing I can do is if you click and hold on someone, they will solo, and it will mute everybody else and just have that person. Okay, so I'll just show you how you do that. Okay, so can you see how just all the time I had it held down, it was just him singing, and then when I let go, everybody else came back in. Okay, and that is the basic controls. It's just about having some fun, dragging some different characters up there and seeing what music you can make. So remember, you just drag it up to make them start singing. You can click on a person at any time to mute them. You can hold them to solo it if you want to do that for an effect, or if you just want to hear exactly what they're doing really clearly. It's a good way of just listening just to their little part. And if you do decide to change them, you just click up near the head and drag down, and it will get rid of them, so you can drag another person on. If you don't want to get rid of them, if you just want to replace them, you can just click one and just drag it over the top of an existing one, okay, and it will just replace it as well. Okay, so there's loads of options there. So stick on the sound that you chose for now, the style you chose, and just spend 5 minutes or so just experimenting with a few different ideas. Swap and change people, fill it up, have all 7 of them, have a couple of them, mix and match, see if you can find some really cool sounds. Depending on what you pick, massively alters the way it works. I tend to try and have a few of each colour because it tends to kind of fit. If you have all green ones, you're going to have a huge amount of rhythm. Okay, if you have all yellow ones, it's going to kind of get very messy. So mix and match, use a few of each and see what you can make, and then 3, 4, 5 minutes or so, when you've had a bit of a play, then you can unpause the video and I'll show you a few other features as well. Okay, off you go now. Right, so hopefully you had fun with that. I'm just going to show you a couple of other features. So, firstly, I'm just going to get rid of those people. Now, up here, you can see we've got a couple of padlocks and we've got this kind of button here. If we were to click on this, don't know how well you can see, it just brings up, it kind of gets rid of all the different bits at the bottom, and it just brings up 5 or so of them. Okay, and what this is doing is it's like a little bonus challenge where if you find the right combination of sounds that it wants you to, you can unlock a little bit of an animation as well. So you can either just do it by moving them around, and I'm just going to check again. As you put one on, it will kind of trigger and fill up some of the circle up here like this. Okay, can you see we've got a bit of a green here? Okay, or you can do it totally by mistake like that, or you can click up and have a look and choose exactly the ones you want. So I'm just going to do that quickly now. And as you can see, it came up and it said, well done, bonus completed. If you click on the green, then you get, it kind of triggers an extra clip. So I'm just going to show you how that one works on this version.
You take me for a little child and ask me for more compromise, but do you like your adult life? You take me for a little child and ask me for more compromise, but do you like your adult life?
Okay, and then it has basically triggers that chorus. It's really cool, isn't it? And so you kind of get your bit of song, triggers the chorus, you get that animation, and then it goes back to the song that you were making. Okay, so if you want to, in a minute when you get a bit more time to play about, you can try and make those. You can go up to, there's other scenes that you can unlock, and then you can trigger that one, and all sorts of different things going on as well there. I haven't had time to totally experiment with all of the different ones, but I tried 3 or 4 different ones, and it ended up with some really cool little chorus sections. So you can keep doing that for as long as you want. The other thing you might want to do is you might want to try some of the other styles. Okay, so if I'm just going to unpause a second. Just going to mute everyone just so I can talk to you. But if you click back on the menu button, the 3 bars up here, you can see it comes up with a few different things. And then if we click on these 2 arrows, which is like a switch button, you can switch to any of the different styles. Okay, so maybe I would choose this one. Let's close the advert. Again, it'll take a little bit of time to load up, and press play. And it looks a little bit different, but everything works in exactly the same way. Okay, so your next little bit of a task, again, spend a good 5 minutes or so on it, is just to maybe try, if you've just done one style so far, try another style, maybe try 2 or 3 styles, mix and match, see which one you like the sound of the best. And they're all kind of based on like using like the voice and the body, so body percussion, beatboxing. It's called a cappella, where we don't have any musical instruments. It's all samples of people using their voice to create these amazing sounds, and it shows what amazing things you can do with 7 people and just a voice. So Experiment with a few different styles. When you found one that you really like and you found an arrangement that you really like, then unpause the video and I'll show you how you can make a final recording of it. Okay, so off you go. You can pause now and have a bit of a play. Okay then, so hopefully you found a style that you like, you found a few different samples that you like, and the last thing to do is get something recorded which you can send to me and I can have a listen to and you can see how you have got on with things today. Okay, so if you think back to the menu bar, now I've gone back just to show you, I've gone back to a different style. I've gone to this one here called The Love. I'm just gonna have to click back into it, and I've kind of cleared it all, ready to start, because I want to record and build my song up as I go. So I've got an idea of a few different patches, like loops that I like, and I've got some which I'm just going to throw on and see how it goes. But if we click on the menu bar, we've got this button here that says record. So you're just literally going to click on record and then start to drag the things in. Now, if you, in the middle of that, if you trigger one of the chorus sections, which you can click on that, it will continue to record with that in, I think, as well. Okay, so if we press record, I won't talk while I'm doing it, because like I said, it confuses with the sound, because I'm recording the sound from two different places, but you can watch how I build things up. You'll be able to follow the mouse to see what I'm doing, and I'm just trying some different combinations to find some things that sound good. There are times when I might then mute certain things. I might solo certain things, maybe as I'm building up to the end of a loop, I might solo something just to give the song a little bit of a break before it comes back in. So I'm going to hold it down and then let go when I kind of want to restart and bring everything in back on like the first beat again. Okay, if you look where the pause thing is up here in the top right, you can see it coming round. So sometimes as it gets to about here, I might pause it, so hold something to solo it, and then release when we get back up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to have a play about with it, and let's see how it sounds.
If I leave, I know you will follow me. If I leave, I know you will.
Okay, So that was it. That was just my experiment. As you can see, there were a couple of times, like I said, when I held something just to solo it, just to give the song a little bit of a drop. We talked a bit in class before about dynamics, when we were playing the songs on the ukulele and things. We've talked about dynamics, varying the volume and the feel. So rather than just having all 7 all the time, sometimes we just went to 1, just to give it a bit of a break. And then when you come back in with the 7, it is much kind of bolder, and it gives it a real impact. I made sure I kept looking, I don't know if you could tell, but I kept looking at these bonus sections at the top, so I could drag some of those in, make sure I had those, so I could trigger a couple of those sections again, just to give the song a bit of a change. All the time I kept looking back to this pause icon here in the top right, just to see how far through the loop we were. It will only ever change things when you're at the top, okay? So it doesn't matter if you want to drag something in and it doesn't happen straight away. It's just because it will always wait till the start of the loop to kind of sync them together. Same with these bonus sections here. I clicked on this middle one and it was quite a while because it was right at the top when I clicked on it. So it took till it went all the way around and back before it actually triggered. Okay, and then to finish, all I did was click the record icon that was up there and it finished it. Okay, so we have a mix, says mix finished, we have a recording in. All I'm going to do is press save. I'm going to give it a name, so it just asks you to put your DJ name, so I'm just going to put Mr. B in. Okay, it says you to put a title, so I'm just going to call it Year 4 Test. Okay, and then you can dedicate it to someone if you want to. You don't have to, so I'm going to dedicate it to Year 4. Okay, remember not to put your own name in. It does say at the bottom this information is public and it will appear in the playlist. Don't use your real name. Choose a nice pseudo instead, a nice pretend name instead. Okay, so whatever you do, remember thinking about internet safety. Don't put your name in. Okay, put something where you cannot be identified from at all. Okay, so when you've done that, you can press the tick. Oh, it won't let me have an exclamation mark, I think. Okay, you can click through the advert again, and you've got a few different choices. So you've got share, you've got export, which you can't do unless you're on the app, or you've got My Mix. So we're going to click share, and there's a few different ways of sharing. So if your mums and dads are on Twitter, you can share it on Twitter and you can send me the link. And as long as you tag at Norbridge Music in, I will find it that way. Best way to do it though is probably to click on Mix link here. And it automatically generates this link and it copies it. Okay, so it's copied to your clipboard. You can press OK. You can go on then to Microsoft Teams on that same device, and you can upload it onto as an assignment or into the music channel, and you can kind of send it to me that way. And then I'll be able to see what you've been doing. If you prefer to share it through your mums and dads on Twitter, that's absolutely fine as well. Like I said, just tweet it and tag at Norbridge Music, which is all one word. And then that is about it really. You can close it, you can have more fun, you can experiment, make a few songs if you've got time and if you want to, okay, but mainly just enjoy experimenting with the different sounds, see what you like the sound of, see what works. Sometimes it sounds a bit weird and it doesn't really work. You will discover a lot of those things yourself as you work through it, okay. There you go. So well done today, Year 5s. Hope you enjoyed doing that lesson, exploring the Incredibox app and making some pretty cool music as you go along. Now, this should hopefully be our last kind of virtual lesson over a screen. Hopefully we are back to lessons in school next week, so look forward to seeing you all next week. As always, kind of share your work like I've said already in the video, and yep, stay safe and look forward to seeing you guys soon. Okay, goodbye.